Alright, hello guys, this is Demon coming back for another round of Final Fantasy XIV. So, ended the previous episode, finally arriving here at the Almajaw's base of operation, the little freaking tribe camp. We are going to be doing the wonderful level 20 mission known as Bowl of Embers. How long this is going to take, I don't goddamn know. It says the wait time's an average of 8 minutes. Is it going to be 8 minutes? Probably not. Who the hell's a Dala? Oh, I can't interact with this person. Can I interact with these guys? Why can't I interact with you? Why are you different? Here, let me do let me do my thingy. Where is it? I know his ability's here. Where? Perfect. I want that one. Perfect. Why can't I interact with you? You're weird. Oh, wait a minute, I got more abilities. Where's the pet one at? Yeah. I can pet things now. Want me seem to be a dick? I can get him. You're a good little boy. I'm gonna kill your people. Fun stuff. But as I said, we'll do a small jump cut. You guys will come back. We will see what's at the entrance of this, and you guys will have fun watching me fail with Bowl of Embers. I have minute memories of this, and since I'm holding myself to sort of go into these blind, I'm probably gonna fail. Although I think I have somewhat of a memory how to do this one. Ifrit's the iffy one in my opinion. Like, if I had to guess, I'll have to probably consider it a lot more. Probably think about it. Yeah, look at that. I can make a character think. But if I remember correctly, his isn't that hard. The other ones are going to be a bitch. But I do have a bit of a memory from them. Primarily the Ixal one, which isn't that bad. I've done it recently, so my brain kind of knows how to do it. Who the hell's doing that? They're nearby. What the hell? Living like Larry tries to comfort the flowering sabo tender. Where are they at? Where the hell are they at? I'm in my own space. I don't know. That's weird. But yeah, I don't know. I kind of remember the other two a little bit because I've done those ones more recently. I haven't done Ifrit's mission for a fair bit of time. I do remember the other two sparingly. And then some of the ones in Heaven's Word I remember. Other than that, I don't remember jack anything. So, see you guys when the jump cut comes in, or ends. Whatever comes first. Jesus. Alright, so guys, we are back. Commencing the Battle Royale. I'm gonna die. I hope I don't die. Jesus. Please don't let me die. Well, I should have a good semi-memory of how this one... I have a very limited memory on this, but I think there's one AoE attack I gotta be careful of. Besides that, I think I'm in the clear. Otherwise, just kind of follow your teammates and pray to God they know what they're doing. Ooh, look at that. Lord of the Inferno, hearken to our plea. Lord of the Inferno, deliver us from our misery. Yeah, right, bitch. O mighty Ifrit, Lord of the Inferno, your humble servants beseech you, grace us with your divine presence. Love my divine foot. Mighty Ifrit, we bring before you ignorant savages who not know your godhead. Please use Lord, scorch their heathen souls with a cleansing flame and mark them as your own. Ah, bloody hells. Bring those two as well. Dumb bitch. What's going on? This ain't what we agreed. None but servants of Lord Ifrit may behold the right of summoning. The souls of unbelievers are forfeit. No, spare me, I beg you. Oh no, I know. Beautiful children of man, by my breath I claim you. Arise once more as my little minions, feed my flames with your faith, and all who stand against us shall burn. Almighty Ifrit, my one true God. Your words are my bread. I love bread. My friend. No spoiler, what sort should you resist my master's will? I dab. Could it be your soul already belongs to another? Yes, that is the only explanation. Soothes thy frail mortal frame, can serve as vessel to the blessing of but one. Yea, I smell not the taint of another upon thee. The truth of thine allegiance waxes clear, thou art of the godless, blessed to number. Paragon's wound of thine abhorrent kind, thine existence is not to be suffered. Hi everybody. Anybody's curious what goes on in the background during that cutscene? Everybody kind of becomes thingies. Oh, crap. Yeah, I don't really care, he's a bitch. Come here, Inferno. Shove my boot up your ass. Run away! Run away! Dick? Trying to throw me in the fire. I'm telling you, this is literally one of the more boring ones because it's like you don't have enough abilities to make this interesting. Dab on your soul. Oh crap, that's not bad. Oh, if I one heal, he's good. Yeah, he's good. Maybe that was the ability I was thinking he had. Crap. Oh nope, got lucky. Oh, might actually been that one. Well, he's almost towards the end of his life, so. Look at that, nice and easy. I got the whiny little bitch. Dab, 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 dab. Ah, goddammit. Is everything my character has on glowing blue? I got 4 more. It's not bad. I forget my lateness. God damn it, Thancred. So by congregation, Maja zealots, I swear each seemed more evangelical than the last. System on. Let's throw. Phew. See the Bloodsworn wasting their time extracting captives, no less than I expect from the Flame General's hand-picked men. As for those two, it's fair to say their hardships have only just begun. They have much to answer for. Failure to apologize. Had I known this mission would prove so dangerous, I never would have left you to face it alone. You've been given a veritable baptism of fire. But let's keep this conversation more agreeable. Surrounds Camp Drybone, shall we say? This way, sir. Run away! Run away! Run away! So that was the mighty Ifrit. Now tell Skava, oh, what a disappointment he was. The readings are nowhere near what I had anticipated, even taking Hydaelyn interference into account. You should know better than to rely upon 5-year-old data left by the Filth Legion. Nor can we expect any form of support from the motherland. Given the troubles at court, we have only ourselves to rely upon. Even the pessimists, my dear Livia, promise me you will never change. We waste enough time here. That meter of yours is too old to give any reading worth a damn. Not that there was aught worth a damn for it to read, but I take your point. I suppose we must content ourselves with the knowledge that we've achieved our primary objective. Yet I find I am troubled by the adventurer's unexpected show of strength. Could such a foe prove a hindrance to our plans? Perhaps. This is consideration for another time. You've been given a task as a priority. I suggest you treat it as such. Fail to do as my lord commands, and bang, 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 bang. I will spare him the trouble of punishing you. That means bang, 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 bang. Allies like that? Where women love, I shall need to be on my best behavior. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate the help and the 50 ounce. Oh yeah, player accommodation. I will give it to the healer. I typically always give the recommendations to the healers. They're always doing everything for me, so I don't have to do it myself. My job is just trying not to die, which I do pretty damn well. Aww, I don't have to watch any of that stuff. I was hoping there would be a cutscene at the end. So there's a lot of people unconscious. Yay, come at a party. Okay, come rest a while. You'll have no better opportunity. After witnessing the god's ignominious defeat, the Amajal will be less inclined to risk our wrath for a time at least. Now where were we? Yes, I was in the process of apologizing. I do hope you can forgive me. I arrived too late to be of any use to you or the abductees. They may be whole of body, but the same cannot be said of their minds. For once a man is tempered, but it suits me to dwell on the negatives. Amidst all our misfortunes, there is still some reason to rejoice. If we are slain, and by your hand no less. This is indeed of no ordinary individual. Now that I have ever thought you were ordinary, on the contrary, I have long suspected that you had the potential to shape the fate of this realm. What can I say? My fine eye for talent may be dimmed. Philia will be proud beyond all reckoning when she hears of your deeds. I trust you shan't object to my bearing tidings to her. That way I can claim to contribute something to this mission. You meanwhile have earned yourself a rest. Take some time to relax and return to the waking sands. When you are good and ready, we can discuss matters in more detail. Just don't take too long, will ya? The realm's problems won't solve themselves. Oh, I know what I could do. So, probably at the end of this, you guys won't see it, but maybe, you know what, for the bigger bosses like those ones, I will try my damnedest to add the cutscenes into it. I'll just have to find them. Maybe when I'm done with this episode, I'll just kind of skip. We'll see where we're at the end. That's how we'll do it. Because I could probably run to an inn in between, and then maybe do the thingy so I can add that cutscene, because that's actually a really good cutscene and I like it. But maybe I'll only do it for like the boss dungeons, like maybe Duty Finder. Like any of the ones that go under this for the trials, I'll probably do it. The regular dungeons though, there's typically not much stuff added to it. Like those ones kind of just have like a standard you walk in style gameplay. It doesn't actually need you to do anything. Which is kind of nice. Like, hey look, it's Tadaru. Yay, let's run in here and get away. It's so weird looking out my window now that there's a freaking flag out there. Like this was me earlier. Every time I seen the flag go by my window, like I had like a mini stroke. I'm like, God damn it, what is that? The triumphant hero returns. Good. Thancred told us the news upon his arrival. He is presently in the Solar, giving a full report to Lady Mephilia. You should join them at once. Lady Mephilia is most eager to see you. That's nice of her. My lady arrival nearly cost Hydaelyn her life. I wasn't there when the Alphinaud took her prisoner. And I wasn't there when they served her to Ifrit. Yes, by some miracle she survived, but that does not excuse the fact that she never had to face such danger alone. I failed her utterly, just as I'm failing you all. Son is done, Thancred. You can ill blame yourself for every... Hey look, my character's back. Hi everybody. Hi, so good to see you again. Equal timing, my friend. I just finished regaling Mephilia with your heroic exploits. And you being a bitch. Thancred has told me everything. You've done well to return to us. Prayers you faced were undeniably great, yet a part of me believes that I had no cause to fear. And now we can put paid to our long investigation. As suspected, the Alphinaud undertook both the robbery and the abductions with the aim of summoning their primal Ifrit. Nor is this tale limited to Ul'dah. Similar incidents have been rife in both Limsa and Gridanian of late. I dare say you've been curious as to how these crimes are linked to the Primals. Permit me to explain. Having manifested in the physical realm, Primals must consume ether if they are to maintain their presence here. Trying to become, the more ether they require. Now, ether exists throughout creation, flows through all life, and permeates the very air we breathe. Alas, this alone will not suffice to sustain the likes of Ifrit. Nay, he and his kind require a more contrary sort of ether, crystals. It's for this reason that incidents involving crystals can often be traced back to a primal. This leaves us with the why of the abductions. To understand this, you must first understand how primals were born. When all is well with the world, primals possess no physical form. Their essence is dispersed across the great river of ether. However, when the world is plunged into chaos, those who worship the primals cry out to their gods for deliverance from suffering. These cries serve as a beacon towards which a primal's essence is irresistibly drawn. It is this coming together or etheric coalescence which grants the being's physical form. I hate English. Once born, a primal gains strength from its followers. Worship, the more numerous they are, the more powerful the gods become. Primals are seldom satisfied with such reverence as their adherents freely give, and in order to gain more power, they do not scruple to create followers. They do this by tempering mortals to a process which you yourself were subjected. Yet even as Ifrit took your comrades in his thrall, you alone remain unaffected. This is thanks to the power you possess, the Echo. You know not why of it, but the Echo are immune to primal influence. And so a greater power protects us. When first you came to us, I told you the Echo would be instrumental in dealing with primal threat. Trust you now begin to see why. Yeah. Recent incidents all share a common trait. Meticulous planning, such elaborate designs are a new development, and one which fills me with an unshakable sense of foreboding. For I share your concern. My presiding feeling is one of relief at your safe return. The immortal flames assure me they would deal with the aftermath, so you need not concern yourself with that. We may rest easy for a time. I suggest you take it full advantage of respite. Oh god, my eyes. Let's see again. You may be sure that it won't last long. Once people learn the identity of the hero who failed Ifrit, I fear you will have a merry moment to yourself. Yeah, that sounds about right. Whether she intended to or no, Minfilia neglected to tell you something I think you best heard from one of us. Concerns the tempered abductees that were rescued. I am sorry to report that all are to be put to death, flames with whom you are imprisoned included. Needless to say, this information must not be made known to the public. Oh, damn. I swear to you that we do not do this if there was any other recourse, but once a man is tempered, he is tempered for life. His very existence lends strength to the Primal, whom he cannot choose but worship. So we Scions continue our fight, no matter fight that no more innocents need be sacrificed. I hope that you will continue to stand with us, Hydaelyn. But I should be going. I must offer my apologies to Flame General for the losses his people suffered. Till next time. Gods forgive me. How many more lies? Louise Law would never have allowed this to happen. To better, I have to be stronger. See, if you're more like Jesus, you wouldn't have that problem. Alright. He's wearing a weary smile. Might it have to something to do with your newfound fame? Oh god. Until not so very long ago, you were one of the many adventurers seeking to make their way in Eorzea. But for your character and courage, you were raised to the esteemed post of envoy. Thereafter, you traveled around, aiding those in need without thought of reward, confirming to Yida and Papalium that the Scions would benefit from your aid. No sooner did you join us when you personally bested the Primal Ifrit. Yeah, Eorzea is a strange place. You have achieved a great deal in a short time, and won fame in so doing. Alas, fame does not come without a price. As you'll soon discover. What does that mean? I hope I don't get assaulted. Do you have guests, Hydaelyn, or rather, you have guests? Wait. Please don't bother me, please. Lady Mephael, radiant as always. Wow, you really guys are sucking up. And to understand the silence have done, have but recently welcomed a new hero in their midst. And here, on behalf of the Maelstrom Grand Company of Eorzea, to offer said hero to a place of honor within our ranks. Oh, wunderbar. Too bad I don't care. See, Hydaelyn, your recent exploit garnered you the attention of the Grand Companies of Eorzea. This organization would have Ifrit's bane for its own. To this end, all three have sent officers to court you. That's another word. They would not ordinarily go to such lengths unless the new crew that they have is evidence of their high regard for you. I myself wondering how word of I's deed spread so quickly that the immortal flame should know of her triumph is to be expected. But what of the other grand companies? And there's Taru freaking out. Read you, Mr. Zhed, says no ordinary woman can face problem. Words of victor. Oh yeah, I dabbed on him. Imagine our pride when we learned that you began your journey as an adventurer in our own Gridania. Know that the people hold you in high esteem and that you'll always be welcome among us. The Order of the Twin Adder admit need of valiant people such as yourself and restraint and to our friends. Together, let's ensure that the peace ever reigns over the world's woods. Oh, great. I meet you, Mr. Zhed. My colleagues speak of you in the most glowing terms. The town belongs with the immortal flames. Join your strength to ours, friend, and together let's secure a prosperous future for all. Admiral was not exaggerating when she said she had the look of a hero. So often does she speak of you, friend. It's only natural you want for the Maelstrom. Join your strength to ours, and together let's see the grand Eorzea to the shores of glory. Me not care. Bite my ass. Lady Mephael. Very well. I'm quite sure you need no reminding. Maybe summary of the situation will help to clarify your thoughts on this matter. As you know, the Grand Companies are all-encompassing organizations bound to call upon the martial, economic, technological resources of the respected city-states in times of strife. Everybody gets that. Organization Eorzea, the Maelstrom of Eorzea, the Twin Adder of Gridanian, and the Immortal Flames of Ul'dah. Serving as a Grand Company means serving the nation to which it belongs. You'll be charged with defense and tasked with advancing its cause. In return for your faithful service, you'll be furnished with various rewards, some of which may prove useful to you in your other endeavors. I love endeavors. If you are agonizing over which of the Grand Company best deserves your loyalty, Beneath the commitment you make is say not be permanent. Should you wish to shift your allegiance at a later date, you are entitled to do so. And yet I concede that this is no small choice you face. A thought occurs to me. You will, of course, recall that the 3 city-states are planning to hold Remembrance services. Well, as part of the proceedings, I'm given to understand that the leader of each Grand Company will deliver an address. Hearing these addresses ought to help you make an informed decision. What say you, my dear officers? Fine suggestion. You are wise as you are beautiful, my lady. Very well, let I hear our leader speak, then hear her... Return here with her decision. Bye, friends. Really wait your answer. Personally, I prefer the salute. The salute's simple and easy. Taru's gonna get in trouble. For well, the adventurers are by their nature a liberty-loving breed, and now not best suited to the discipline of military service. I only urge you to join a Grand Company nonetheless. While the promises of reward is enticing in itself, it is not the only benefit. Just greater power, and with it you are capable of doing untold good. Yet that great power is wont to attract attention. Not all of it friendly. There be those who wish you ill, and you must needs to be on the lookout for them. Yet however vigilant you are but one woman in the midst of a Grand Company, however you will be one woman amongst many. Friend amongst friends, your achievements will be shared, and so will the danger. I think of no better arrangement. Of course, joining our organization need not mean leaving another. I hope that we continue to rely on your aid. The 12 know that we would need of it in the days ahead. Grand companies seek to protect their own nations. We Scions, on the other hand, we seek to preserve the future of Eorzea as a whole. Similar, yet not quite the same. Gotta love or... I can never pronounce that name. Now then, I expect that you'll be afield more often in the future. Such, I would have you carry this link pro with you at all times. It would allow you to stay in touch regardless of location. Hey, Eorzea. I'm an idiot. And Eorzea is changing. I got power to shape it new. Yay, I got power. I can say what tomorrow will bring, but so long as we believe in ourselves, there is naught we cannot achieve. Now is not the time. Now it is the time you made ready for your journey. Before you depart, be sure to speak to Tataru. She will advise you to where and when the Remembrance services are due to take place. The more devout people that play this game probably getting pissed, just like quit saying Eorzea that way. It's just like, yeah, I butchered that name pretty damn bad. I'm a horrible human being. Yeah, but maybe that's what I'll do. I could probably make a separate file folder for any of those and just place it where I skip it. It probably won't appear seamless, but it'll be better than what I can get. Sorry about all the attention you're getting, Hydaelyn. I might have sung your praises a little too loudly. Often too many people. Ahem. Next time I'll be sure to hold my tongue, literally if necessary. Anyway, I expect you to know where and when the Remembrance service is taking place. If all goes to plan, Gridanian's Grand Company be ordered to an adder. We'll hold the first of the 3 services, and Elder Seer Connie Sana deliver her address at the Miketo's Amphitheater. I should mention at this point that due to the organizational challenges involving assembling all the involved parties, it's possible that the order of the services might change. So there's not much as we can do about that, so make Gridania your first port of call. Next you'll need to go to Ul'dah, where Flame General Rabban Alden will be addressing the masses at the Royal Promenade. Oh, and it's rumored there's going to be a special guest. How exciting. Last but not least, you must make your way to the stateroom in Laminza. Maelstrom Chief Admiral Merleb Rolfhizwin will be giving her address. I probably butchered that. The room is accessible via the Admiral's lift. Identify yourself to the Sentry Xanthal and he will admit you. Got all that? Well, off you go then. I hope you find some Remembrance service suitably educational. I suggest visiting the city-states in my prescribed order. Though with your record of impeccable timing unlocked, the schedule may well change in favor of your preferred travel plans. Fare thee well. Actually, I do remember that. You kind of cheat this, can't you? Wait a minute. I'm not gonna lie. I'm never switching my return place to this. Cause Tuesday gonna be my busy day. Actually, wait a minute. What do I work Tuesday? That's a good question. 11:15 to 7:50. Eesh. It's gonna be a bad day for me. Well, actually, no. If I wake up around 7, 8 o'clock, I can probably get a good chunk of Final Fantasy XIV started, because I had to basically spend my entire morning doing Hero's Gauntlet for the final time. Well, maybe second to last. I don't know how many more times I gotta do it. I gotta get that last piece of freaking clothing. I'm trying to get the pants right now for the 490 level, but I gotta really fight for it. Maybe we'll do 1 or 2 of these, because I know we had a bit of a wait time. It was like, what, about 5 minutes? So if I shave about 5 minutes off of this at Ifrit, we could probably get through 1 or 2 of these and see where we're at. And we'll probably be just about, probably between 30 to 40 minutes, so it's not bad. Again, I try to get everything timed perfectly. I'm pretty good on times. Not great. Not bad either. Please say I don't have to talk. Please say I don't have to talk. Please say I don't have to talk. Please have voice acting. Please have voice acting. Please have voice acting.
I lost my son to the Calamity.
The 3 Seed Seers are all together.
Some say you couldn't take a step without stumbling over a body.
There's 3 Seed Seers? Oh yeah, I forgot she's elder.
Our forebears were once strangers in the Twelveswood. Fearful of the Green Wrath, they hid themselves in the dark recesses of the earth. Yet they dreamed of basking in the dappled sunlight of the forest. Through great effort, they proved their worth to the elementals, and were granted a place beneath the boughs. So it was that Gridanian was born, some 5 centuries ago. Working hand in hand, the Hyur and the Eorzea settlers sowed the seeds of our civilization, and soon they were joined by folk of all races. So nourished by the waters of unity, and blessed by the light of the matron, Gridanian flourished into the great nation it is today.
I know these 2 people.
Do you see the Gridanian standard? There, hanging behind the Elder Seedseer. The entwined serpents represent the unity between Hyur and Eorzea. An elegant symbol, do you not agree?
In accordance with the will of the elementals, we have embraced a life of peace. Alas, our neighbors have not always sought the same for themselves, nor for us. Though we Gridanians have no love for war, we have still less for those who would threaten our way of life. When the Garlean Empire brought its war of conquest to Eorzea, we rallied under the noble standard of the Twin Adder that we might push back the encroaching darkness.
Am I the only one that's creeped out by the person with the really gray, silverish eyes, pale hair, and the blank stare off into oblivion? This me?
And it was we who prepared the ground for the reformation of the Eorzean Alliance, that all the peoples of this realm might stand united against the common threat.
Great.
5 years ago, the Alliance met the armies of the Empire upon the fields of Carteneau. It would prove the bloodiest battle in recent memory. Countless Gridanian lives were lost. As Supreme Commander of the Order of the Twin Adder, ever shall I bear the weight of our people's sacrifice.
Yeah, but you're still alive.
Alas, their loss was not the only tragedy to befall us that day, for soon came the Calamity. The scars borne by our forest are a constant reminder of its violence. Our lives have been irrevocably changed, each waking hour a struggle to survive. Driven to desperation, some among us have strayed from the path of righteousness, resorting to banditry, poaching, and other unconscionable deeds. To compound our woes, the Ixal have returned in force, emboldened by our suffering. They test our defenses nigh without cease, and prey upon the vulnerable. So beleaguered from within and without, it is of little wonder that our unity now falters. Dark times are upon us.
Time was a man could walk the high roads without fear.
On this day, 5 years ago, countless Eorzeans laid down their lives that we might behold another dawn. Please join with me in honoring their memory.
And how do you propose to honor the memory of those you cannot remember, pray tell?
The destruction wrought by the Calamity was indiscriminate. It dealt death to Eorzean and Garlean alike. Yet while we have labored to rebuild our homes, to rebuild our lives, the Empire has set about raising steel fortresses here in the Twelveswood. Let none be mistaken. The Garleans remain the greatest threat to our survival. If we are to stand against them, we must remember what it is to be united. Our many troubles blind us to the woes of our fellow man. Thence is harmony lost. Yet harmony is the founding principle of Gridania. We are gathered here to honor the fallen. Let them be honored not only in word and thought, but through concerted action.
The hell's the
I
word
bid
concerted?
you join hands with me once more beneath the Twin Adder standard. And together, let us heal the forest's wounds, that our progeny might live in harmony beneath these ancient boughs. For serenity, purity, and sanctity. We must think of the children!
Woods will be down.
It's up to us to protect the
All
forest.
the
elementals!
We must think of the children. Oh my. Dumbest sentence to start that with ever. Creepy ass bitch. Right there. He must be from Slytherin House. I bet he is.
If you'll permit me, Alphinaud.
Alphinaud.
And my sister, Alisaie, at your service. I saw at a glance that you were a fellow traveler. You might call us students of history, sampling the realm's remembrances in pursuit of enlightenment.
Ones are fortunate enough to have to contend with two beast tribes. The Exile are unquestionably the more troublesome, being of a naturally warlike disposition, and want to summon their bloodthirsty primal Garuda. Oh yeah, that's who it is. Selves, by contrast, are peaceful in nature, being mischievous rather than malevolent. Malevolent. God damn it! Have long been on friendly terms with Gridanians, till recently at least. Last, they've grown aloof, a change observed at roughly the time they summoned the Primal Roma. Gridanians have no love for war, and they consider open conflict a last resort. Though they clash with the Ixal ever more regularly, you may be assured that they do so in self-defense. As for the Sylphs, they are yet bound by a peace treaty, though one wonders how long it will be before it is broken. Twelveswood was grievously wounded during the Calamity, leaving Gridania vulnerable to attack. People are hopeful that restoring the wood, and thereby the power of the elementals, will put an end to their woes. Yet how long will it take? Centuries, I'd wager. Meanwhile, the Exalt will continue their incursion, spurred on by Garuda and an insatiable appetite for destruction. Whether Gridanians like it or not, sooner or later it will come to an all-out war, and when it does, the Order of the 20 Hours will need all the help it can muster. How valuable might the aid of a capable venture prove to them, then? Well, perhaps we will find out. The Elder Seer's word fell on fertile ground. Bye, Alphinaud. Bye, Alisaie. See you later. I find it really very disturbing that both of them wear the exact same goddamn outfits. I had different clothing. Alright. But with that, I am actually going to run back to... whatever I call it. The tavern. The inn. Same thing. I'm going to run there real quick. We will stop the episode here. I will quickly get the cutscene running. I'll talk through it. I'll try my damnedest to make it as seamless as humanly possible, but it probably will fail. Alright, so where the hell are we at? Keep friend. I'll just make a separate folder, I think, for those ones, though. Alright, guys. But with that, as I always sit there and say, we have reached the end of this episode. This episode will probably be a little bit longer, depending on how long the cutscene takes, so please like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and we come back, ladies and gents. As far as I know, and as far as I can guess, we'll be continuing Final Fantasy XIV, so see you guys next time. Thanks.